Okay, let's jump in. So we usually think about saving money as, cutting back, pinching pennies.
Right, the standard advice. Save first, spend what's left.
Exactly. But the source material we're digging into today, it kind of flips that whole idea on its head.
It does. It suggests that maybe the best way to save more long term is actually, well, to spend more upfront, intentionally.
It sounds weird, right? Spending to save?
It really does. It's often called a reverse saving strategy.
Hmm.
And the fascinating part, according to the source, isn't really the math. It's more psychological.
Psychological how?
It shifts your whole mindset, your whole way of looking at purchasing.
Okay. So you stop asking, what's the absolute cheapest way I can get this now?
Precisely. And you start asking something broader like, okay, how long is this actually going to last me? Or what's the hidden cost if I don't spend wisely right now?
Gotcha. So that reframing, that shift, that's what we're exploring today, how that actually works.
Yeah, looking at the examples the source gives, it really highlights the difference between just a price tag and the total cost or value over time.
Okay, like the shoe example they use. That one's pretty clear.
Right. You could buy, say, $30 shoes.
Yeah.
Cheap, right.
Seems like saving. But then...
But then they fall apart in, what, 3 months? So you buy another pair.
In a nub.
And suddenly, over a year, you've spent maybe $120, plus the hassle.
Right. Compared to what?
Compared to maybe spending $90 right at the start on a really solid, durable pair.
Okay.
That pair, the source suggests, lasts you the whole year, maybe even longer.
Yeah.
So you've actually saved $30 cash in that scenario.
And saved yourself the time and annoyance of constantly replacing them.
Exactly. That hassle factor is real.
And this isn't just about shoes, obviously. The source broadens it out, like car maintenance.
Oh, definitely. That $80 oil change or tune-up. It might feel like just another expense now.
Mm-hmm.
But that simple preventative thing, it could genuinely save you from, like, a massive $1,200 engine repair later on.
Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, because you neglected the small stuff. Spending a bit now avoids a huge hit later.
It's that preventative spending idea.
Okay, or clothes again, but thinking about fast fashion.
Yeah, that cycle of buying cheap, trendy stuff that just doesn't last, fades, loses shape.
Versus maybe investing in fewer, but like classic well-made items.
Things that hold up for years stay stylish. It costs more initially, but the cost per wear plummets.
And there's that psychological bit again, isn't there?
Yes, the source points out that when you intentionally spend more on something good quality,
You value it more.
you tend to, yeah. You take better care of it. You might repair it instead of just tossing it.
That makes sense. Reduces waste, makes things last even longer. It's a behavioral shift.
It really is. You've made a sort of commitment with that initial investment.
And this whole strategy, it's not just physical stuff, right?
Yeah.
The source talks about investing in yourself.
Absolutely. Things like courses, maybe books, coaching, skills.
How does spending there save money?
Well, think about it. Spending on the right knowledge or skill development now could save you years of, fumbling around making costly mistakes.
Or missing big opportunities because you didn't have the right skills or insights.
Exactly. That's a huge saving in time, energy, future potential.
Mm-hmm.
Things that are hard to put a price tag on, but are incredibly valuable.
So, okay, boiling it all down. This reverse saving thing helps you spot those hidden leaks in your finances.
Yeah, the constant drip, drip, drip of replacing cheap stuff or fixing things that could have been prevented.
It pushes you to be, well, smarter with money, not just like reflexively frugal on every single purchase.
Right. It's about smart frugality, maybe. Thinking longer term, wider scope.
Seeing that spending with real purpose, it's actually a form of saving. Just in disguise.
It's a very effective disguise, often.
Okay, so the main takeaway here seems pretty clear. Strategic, intentional spending isn't cheating the system. It's presented as a really powerful way to save long term.
It challenges that default, always cheapest mindset we often fall into. So maybe a final thought for you listening, based on this material. Take a moment and think. Where in your own life, where could spending a bit more now?
On quality? Maybe education, preventative stuff.
Yeah, on something built to last or something that builds you up. Where could that truly save you significant time, money, or just sheer hassle down the road?
That's a good question to reflect on, something to chew on.